Taro, the big game, the big story. Eddie keeps talking about it. He's got some numbers he's going to tell us about in just a bit. But overall, take a look at a beautiful day here in the Permian Basin. Mostly sunny skies out there. Very nice temperatures for this time of year. Thank goodness. So enjoy them. This live view of Odessa, courtesy of the West Texas State Bank Weather Cam. Let's go ahead and take a look at your almanac. You can see yesterday that high 71 degrees. Typically we see about 59 degrees. That low 34 degrees. And typically we see that temperature about 32 degrees. That low changed quite a bit today, 42 degrees, but take a look at that high, 73 degrees on the first day of February. Very nice to see that. The record set back in 1963 at 80 degrees, but take a look at 1985. I had to ask our chief if that was correct, but it was actually -8 degrees back then. So as you can imagine, very chilly temperatures. Our satellite radar showing some rain right there in Hobbs. We're also seeing quite a bit of rainfall right there in Balmorhea, headed towards Pecos, but in the Big Bend area, things are pretty clear. We do have some cloudy conditions, but no rain, as you can see on the satellite radar. The big picture, we are keeping an eye on the center of low pressure. Because of that, we are expecting some rain headed into our area overnight. Nothing too severe, and it's only small rain chances. So let's give you a perspective. Thunderstorms, very small chance as the evening progresses. You can see overnight we may see some isolated thunderstorms, but things not too bad, nothing severe. And Doug sent Chase, our chief meteorologist, a message. He wanted to know what his travel would look like headed to Dallas. You may run into some thunderstorms, some isolated showers, but again, nothing severe. So overall, your drive shouldn't be too bad if you're headed out of town. There's your severe weather risk. As you can see, no problems expected. The question, will we see foggy conditions tomorrow? I'm going to tell you about that in just a second, but the temperatures expected to be at 59 around noon. The relative humidity, this is the reason why. As that relative humidity goes up, you can see by tomorrow morning, we're expecting it to be about 97, which does mean we will have foggy conditions, but that will clear up as the morning progresses. So more fog once again. Drivers contended with that today. The temperatures, though, above freezing, even though it will continue to be cold in the morning hours. Winds, light winds out there. Just a little bit breezy in some areas, but overall not a big factor. Not until Sunday. We're going to get to that in just a second. So those headlines pretty similar to yesterday. That warming trend continues and those very nice temperatures. If you're headed to a game or a party to see the game, you can see we're going to have very nice temperatures on Super Bowl Sunday. 75 degrees, but by the evening hours, we are expecting some breezy conditions, and we're going to contend with those winds for a few days. So as we zone in on your areas in Northern Basin, expected to see lows in the 40s and 50s. Still cold, but above freezing. Later in the day, you can see those temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Central Basin, those lows in the 40s. Those highs in the 70s. February, I like to see those kind of temperatures there. Trans-Pecos, you can see those lows in the 40s and 50s. Those highs in the 70s. Some places mid-70s. The mountains in the 60s and 70s there. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. There's that 30% chance of rain overnight. We are expecting some thunderstorms and isolated showers, but nothing severe. Sunday, good looking temperature there. Windy conditions, though, Eddie, that's going to last until probably Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have a cold front moving in on Friday, which drops our temperatures.
Yeah, I think everybody's just worried about Sunday. They might be traveling here and there for the Super Bowl. So good weather on that day.
I mean, February, we see 70s, mid-70s. I'm a fan. I like the warm weather, though.
Yeah, and Sunday's good. That's what's important. All right, thank you, Monica. Apple says